ready. Right guys, today we're doing another cheeky little video on the MEGANE. It's nothing too mad exciting and that, but we're just doing a little service. We've got a couple of problems to look at, and we're going to try and get straight into it. So first things first, the plugs. I haven't done the plugs for a couple of thousand miles, so literally it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop them out. You already loosened that one?
No, it's loose.
What? Shut your mouth. What?
Screws loose.
Mate, you've been in, I've saw you with that spanner. What? You've left?
That was something like that.
You're playing me up here for camera. What? That's been swinging about that whilst I've been sending it? Yeah, so before you go on track, folks, check your cord. Are you serious? You having my pants down? That was like that. Alright then, so these are half undone, so some of you might be lucky enough and you'll be able to pull it out. Nah, you're having my pants down, you are. I saw you messing about with that.
I did the 3. Swear to God.
What, and the one I'm going to touch?
That was very loose set out, yeah.
RS Tuning, you were last to do this. It's RS Tuning's fault. Right then, so it's the same thing with all 4 of them, so literally it's like a push clip there. So push the tab down and then pull towards you, and then literally the clip pulls off. And then if you look down there, you see there's a 10mm there. So literally, some cases they might already be loose. Is it an 8mm?
8mm.
It's an 8mm, sorry folks. And we'll whip her out. Do you know what? I'll come over this way and that, so if you can see this rubber like elbow, that kind of like comes off now and again. So I've put like a little cable tie there just to hold the rubber on. But as you can see, it's like an overflow of oil, so it looks like it has been trickling down the block into like where the plugs sit. So yeah, we're going to give that a clean up before we stick a new plug in. Right then, so we had a little bit of oil dripping down where the cylinder was. Where the spark plug goes, as you can see, is a bit oily around the top and that, but apparently my specialist mechanic says that has been running sweet, so we're going to pop all 4 out now and see what the rest are like. So, right, same again folks, it's a bit oily, like I think either the cam sensor or that pipe that I just showed you is leaking a bit, but yeah again apparently it's been running proper, looks nice and browny on the top, so yeah, it's good for the foot. Pop it in nice and soft and just make sure it finds the thread, and then obviously as I've been advised, do it by hand, and then literally as it starts nipping up, I feel that, yeah, so that's my hand tight to your hand tight. That about right. Sweet, pop that off, job's a good one. Then position that over there like that so it all lines up, and then stick. Give that a pull so people can see. That's moving all over the shop. Steering wheel straight in it. Yeah. Go on. That's moving on its own, and I'm saying I've got a wheel wobble. Right then, so this side, as you saw anyway, you could see it was knocking its bollocks off. It looks like the lower ball joint has started coming loose. Well, not loose. What? It's just wet. So yeah, apparently it's got play. I was told these are like supposed to be the dog's bollocks, ball joints and all this and that, so after like 2 track days of having them fitted, I shouldn't really be expecting this. I wouldn't have thought, well, if I'm told they can last 30-40 track days and loads of thousands of miles when you've done like 6,000 miles, it's not really great, is it? So yeah, if anyone's had these upgraded ball joints, please let me know. If you've got stock ones, comment down below, because obviously we're all here to help the community out. So yeah, we're gonna have to get that looked into and see what's what, so let's go. Yes guys, what is happening? You joined me back from the next day. So basically when I left you, we was wobbling the wheel, and the wheel is wobbling all over the place. The other side isn't that bad. I told my little mechanic guy, Scott, he said that it could be wheel bearing. I have had a whirring noise, but I've been told that because I've got semi-slicks on, they work quite a lot anyway. But obviously, you know me, I've replaced pretty much everything: inner tie rods, track rod ends, ball joints, literally you name it. I've tried to change it on that car just so I know that for my peace of mind everything's been changed. So we've got new pads, new discs, new fluid, braided lines, literally anything that can change possibly I'm going to change. So we're going to get some the lower swivel joint, so basically on the Megane, if any of you know that I've took this apart, like the hub like spins on itself, so you've got an upper ball joint which is a common problem and the lower one which is a common problem. So obviously I've had mine replaced. Apparently it was a bad batch in 2020, so that could be the reason for why it's failed on me. So I've got to take the suspension apart. While the suspension's apart anyway, I was toying with the idea of wheel bearings, so we're gonna get some wheel bearings, replace both sides. Was debating doing the drive shafts, do the outer CV joints, just do that both sides. I haven't got the drive shaft spacer. Apparently you have to have a spacer when you go low. That hasn't got it, but that's ultra low, so I'm guessing I might have to get that as well. I'm just trying to think really. Hopefully, I was told that if I send the lower swivel joint, ball joint thing back, they'll replace it, so they're going to send it back. But obviously, if you've paid for all the work, and that is a bit of a ball out, because you've paid someone to fit all that and then they've failed after like 6 months when they're supposed to be like OEM beaters and stuff like that. So it is a bit frustrating in that sense, but it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. And then I think I've got a little buckle in one of the wheels, so I'm gonna have to get that straightened up and stuff. I don't know if they can do a colour match, so I might have to get the wheels refurbed, which is long. The Toyos at the front are toast. They're pretty much on the legal limit now, so they're going to have to get looked into soon, which they haven't lasted long at all. They only come with like 4mm standard, so like PS4s and stuff like that are like 8mm. Sorry about that, Mrs. was coming in the room. So yeah, tyres are not looking good at all, man. Like honestly, if I could have done it over again, I probably would have kept my... This is the problem, because I ran 17x9 and you need aggressive camber. The tyres ain't going to last long at all. And tyres ain't cheap. Like honestly, my missus was like, you ain't getting a GTR because the tyres are so expensive. Probably spent more on the Megane tyres than I would on a GTR. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, they've worn out rapid. They have. So in a year I've killed off nearly 2 sets of tyres, when previous cars I've literally never had to replace tyres, because obviously the camber's so aggressive, especially doing track days and that as well. They ain't lasting 5 minutes. I think the AR ones lasted a lot longer than the Toyos, but Toyos felt better, especially in the rain and the damp. They feel like they're better, but obviously they don't last as long, which is crap. So I think if I do get new tyres, I think I'm going to go for like a PS4 square setup, so I'm not going to run the 255, 235, like bigger on the front, smaller on the rear. I might just do like 235 or 245 all round square, so I can at least get 7.5mm PS4s back to front, because it's a bit... Yes, you look sick and that with having the semi-slicks on and that, but in the wet, the shit, so the car can't perform how it normally does. And I just think I can't be asked. Why spend like £600-700 on tyres that are only good in the summer, when I can spend like £350, £380 on some PS4s? So it's a pretty of a no-brainer, really. So yeah, I did. Someone was supposed to come by. If you're watching this now, someone was supposed to come by the car Friday, but obviously these issues of like threw a spanner in the works and that, and obviously I ain't like that. I'm not going to sell a car with issues and stuff, so I've told the guy that there's problems and I'm going to get them sorted. Whether it leads me to... I don't want to talk about it, man, I get stressed about it, but the plan was to sell it and then move on to something else. But I've actually been looking at cars and nothing's tickling my pickle. The only car I fancied was like a Focus RS that's like 30 odd grand, but when I think the Megane's like 10-12 grand, is it worth double or more for a Focus RS, which is going to be a lot worse on track, a lot easier to steal? I'm just thinking for the channel's point of view, obviously, because I want to make more videos this year. I want to absolutely smash it. 2022, I'm coming for you. So yeah, I'm going to leave it on this one. I think this might maybe the last video of the year, I don't know. Might see if we can throw another one up before New Year. But yeah, spark plugs, mate, they've changed the car. So if you ain't done your spark plugs in like 4,000 to 6,000 miles, definitely 45 quid, get your spark plugs in and get them changed, because honestly it's made such a difference. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts, let me know what you all should do. If you were me, what would you do? I've looked at every car possibly imaginable and it's just not doing it for me. So it's hard when you've got that outside, because it does. Even track days, I'm not massive fan of track days, but I know when I go on track I've probably got one of the best front wheel drive hatches to take on track, and it's like, why sell that for a skip that's going to be fast and loud? Like, it's so frustrating. So yeah, I'm going to leave you on that one, guys. Next year I'm not going to be posting every couple of weeks, man. I want to be posting every single week with a banging video. So yeah, next year start off with a bang, and let's go for it. So yeah, speak to you in a bit, guys. Peace.